Hello everybody and welcome back to the GCU Dynasty here on March Madness Legacy. We are back for round 2 of the NIT Tournament in year 2, and we are facing number 2 Dayton. The Dayton Flyers. Not sure why the number 1 seed's facing the number 2 seed in the second round. Doesn't make sense. But we're going to preview the roster, watch the game in its entirety. Kobe Brea, this guy might be a beast. He had 28 points in the first game. He's averaging 20 on the year. We got to watch out for him. He's the senior, small forward. And then they got Enoch Cheeks, one of the better overall players, 17 on the year. He had 24 in the first game. Darren Holmes, the second, 6'10", so not the biggest. We might have the advantage there, but he's averaging a double-double. Santos at the power forward. He is averaging 14 a season. And Javon Bennett here. So they got 4 guys averaging 10 a game. Doesn't look like they get much from their bench. So that's what we're going against here today in round 2. So very excited. We kind of controlled the first game from start to finish. So let's see if we can't get off to kind of the same start here. Excited to see what happens though. It looks like we might be back at home, so yeah, let's put them in their whites. We'll put us in our purples here. Why not? Scotland Beavers, Boyle, Barber, and Warrenburg. We got all the Bs out there. So they had 83 in their first game. So let's get on into it, of course. Going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, did I press in the middle? I might have to restart. I don't know if I did or not. Did I accidentally press that I'm playing? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I'm playing. Hold on. Am I playing? I don't know. Yep, I'm playing. Alright. Do I have to start the game? Can I go to Team Select? Not a great start to the video here. Select sides. We do not want to play. Alright, why am I playing? Alright, Husky Boyle will take a foul immediately here. There we go. Alright, so we give up. Bro, I don't want to play. So we gave up a foul for no reason. Alright, here we go. And immediately we get a steal. Oh, it almost worked. Alright, so a rough start here in the second round of the NIT as they will start with a nice jump shot. So Husky Boyle already has one foul. Alright, number 2 Dayton. This could be a tough game, but Barber airballs his first 3. Not a great sign here early. He had a great round 1. Who do we even face? South Dakota State? Looks like we'll get a timeout or something. Not quite sure what the stoppage is for, but continue to show that we played well in the WAC and ended up choking. They already are calling an audible here. And we get the ball. Maybe it was an off-ball screen or something. Not too sure. All right, Chad Barber has the ball. He had a great round 1 as well. Really lit it up in the second half. Little screen and doesn't feed it inside, throws it out wide, almost turns it over, and Husky Boyle sinks it. So there's a triple for the Lopes. Let's go, baby. Remember, Warrenburg and Scotland, their final game potentially. We want them to go on a run here. There you go, there's a steal, and we can't pick it up. Second time Warrenburg's gotten a mitten on it. They'll take a 3 there, rattles out. All right, here we go the other way, pushing the pace. Husky Boyle cutting inside, taking the contested jumper, and it doesn't work out. Lopes maintain an early lead, a little over a minute in. Brea has the ball, their leading scorer on the season. He had 28 in the first round. Little cut, we try and get the charge. They don't call it, so Dayton takes the lead. So here comes Barber, open lane, doesn't do anything with it. Come on, Barber. Cook, baby, cook. Swings it. Husky Boyle, 1-on-1. Oh, he's going to take a step back, and he can't hit it home. A little too much confidence from that first shot. And that's going to be a turnover. Trying to hit his man. Rex Beavers takes it, and he'll go coast to coast. He cocks it back, and the Lopes retake the lead. All right, Rex Beavers, baby. That's what we like to see. Coach A.J. Flanagan loves it. All right, inside another jumper, and their only points have been off that mid-range cheese. It's the only way South Dakota State really started scoring in the second half, so we got to cut it out. Greg Scotland's going to take a three. He swishes it. Oh, baby. All right. Scotland. He doesn't want the season to end tonight. He's hitting triples out here. A nice swing inside and another easy jumper. That time to Santos. All right, we've got a tie game here about 3 minutes in. Warrenburg has the rock. Passes it down low, and Craig knocks it home. His second bucket of the game already. Both sides, 3 assists. They are out rebounding us at this point. Swing it around deep, 3, and that's going to be easy for them, and so they'll retake the lead. So back and forth game already, plenty of lead changes. Nobody getting an inch. Perfect start to a 1-2 matchup, and everybody's hitting them. Beavers knocking down a jumper. All right, we got a good game cooking here. 12-11. Bench is not really getting involved quite yet. Top of the key is Brea. Pass it to the right. Back to the top. Swings it. Trying to get it down low. Working on Beavers. And he gives it up, but it rolls off the rim. Scotland cleans it up, and here we go. Going quick. Chad Barber slowing us down yet again, though. He always seems to slow us down. 4 minutes into the half. A 3 from Husky, and he's 1 of 3 now from distance. Once again, we're getting out rebounded. Slings that inside. Oh, and the fade away, and nice grab from Beavers right there. Coach Grant didn't really like that shot. Inside to Warrenburg. He'll take the step back, and he'll hit the 2. His first points of the ball game. Senior guard Rylan Warrenburg. Our best player on the team in terms of overall. There we go, cut inside. Fade away from the center. That goes nowhere. So here we go, a chance to extend the lead. We're up 3. What's Husky Boyle gonna do? Yeah, Isaraki has time, slings it to Warrenburg, over to Chad Barber, and he'll cut it inside. A fade away for Husky, and he hits the 2. Very tough shot, but he sinks it. And here comes that stadium pulse, baby. Up 5. They can't handle it. He cuts inside. Great defense from Warrenburg, and we will be rewarded with the defensive rebound. All right, we're going on a bit of run here. Slings it out. Chad Barber, he hits the 3. It's now a 9-0 run. The Lopes lead by 8. And that is a timeout for the Flyers. Oh, baby, what a run for the Lopes here in the first half. 9 straight points. Some tough shots as well. A step back 2, a 3. This bald guy. Wonder, does pausing the game, does it skip the timeout? Does not. So no way to skip the timeout, unfortunately. We got to look at this bald guy. Dude, what is that blonde dude's hair? Ridiculous. This team is cheeks. So number 4 is who we got to look out for, of course. There's no way that's Deron Holmes, the one that's on the Lopes right now. Surely not. Is this before he transferred? Or he's not on the Lopes, sorry, the Nuggets. Alright, so they'll have the rock in the front court here. Slings it inside, and a quick toss out, and a nice easy 2 points. He had his foot on the line, though, as we made some changes. Moonman and Martin Black have checked into the game, as well as Big Fuck Chuck Valverde, the 6'2 center. So slinging inside, that's going to be almost a turnover, trying to find Manjub Moonman inside. But we've been great here tonight. Knocking down our open shots, finding the open pass. What a shot from Husky right here. Oof. And immediately Husky Boyle and Craig Scotland come back in. You love to see it. They took less than 20 seconds of rest. Got to pass that in. Warrenberg now has the rock. Halfway through this first half. Lopes' lead is 6. Inside. Oh, that was a risky pass. It's turned over. Here come the Flyers. They got Elvis, Cheeks, Brea, Santos, and Holmes. Passes it to Holmes, and he'll knock down the 2. All right, so after a 9-0 run, they respond with a couple of buckets. Going inside to Scotland, and he'll miss the easy bucket. Flanagan doesn't like that. The Flyers winning the tempo here early. To the corner, and that's going to be a 3. Oh no, here come the Flyers. Santos hit it in the corner. Slinging it down to Chad Barber. He has a screen pass. There you go, Husky gets an easy dunk. Somehow that found its way through the hole. So now a 3-point lead for the Lopes. This one's going to be tough. Dayton proving they're not going to go away without a fight. That one's off. Offensive rebound and the easy putback. You can't let that happen. The Santos guy's killing us. Warrenberg now working in ISO. Tries to make a move. Can't get past him. Slings it in. Husky. Oh, what a reversal. Oh, and the slam from Manjub. He cocked it back and he put it right on their dome. The lead is 3. Manjub's so athletic there in the small forward. Lopes are shooting 66% right now. Cuts inside. Great help there from Husky. He'll still get the mid-range though. Cheeks is 3 of 4. So highest scoring game so far, 23-22. Pass that to Chad, down low to Craig Scotland, and he misses another close jumper. He normally knocks those down with ease. So 4 minutes left in the half. 1-point game. The Lopes have led by as many as 8. Chad Barber running down the other way. Slows it up yet again. Chad Barber, not much of a transitional player. Here goes Warrenberg inside. Oh, the dunk from Chad Barber. Right as I slander him, he dunks it on the dome. GCU looking like Slam Canyon right now. 25-22. Great help from Husky. They're going for the alley-oop with the layup there, and it worked out for him. So Warrenberg now going the other way. Bar for bar, bucket for bucket right now. Down to Scotland. Surely he hits this one. Yes, he does. All right. So he went on a bit of a cold streak, but hits that one. 7 points now for Craig. 27-24. Inside, and that's an easy dunk. Santos, yet again, he's been a thorn in our side. (27-26). Warrenberg gives it up to Craig Scotland. He's going ISO at the top of the key. Oh, no. Pass it down to Chad Barber in the corner. 3, he'll hit it. All right. So Chad Barber starting to wake up here. Lopes continue to keep the lead. Every time Dayton makes it close, we re-extend it. Here's a deep 3 from Deron Holmes. That doesn't work. They're going the other way. Manjub takes it up to Warrenberg to Manjub. Dribble. Warrenberg pops a 3. He hits it. Back-to-back 3s for the Lopes. The lead is back to 7. 2 minutes left in the half. The fans are on the feet. Their Havocs are going crazy. ISO inside. Working on Husky. He airballs it. Ay, 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 terrible shot there. Moonman now. Boyle. Moonman down to Warrenberg, the no-look pass, and it works. Warrenberg hasn't missed a shot yet. Biggest lead of the ball game. Lopes lead by 9. Some great passing here from the bench. Great basketball being played by the Lopes tonight. Deep 3 from Brea, and he sinks one. Haven't seen him shoot much tonight. Their leading scorer. A little over a minute left here, working together, and Warrenberg to the cup. Oh! He navigates the traffic, does it himself. The solo job from Warrenberg. Lead back to 8. Slings it out inside, outside. Cheeks setting up the isolation play. Back to Brea, inside to Holmes. Holmes working on Scotland. He'll miss it. So 50 seconds left. Chance for a couple of possessions if we go fast. Warrenberg brings it up the court. Gets a screen from Scotland. Out to the corner to Moonman. He hits a 3. The lead is 11, the biggest lead of the ball game. The Lopes are cooking here tonight. Inside, quick 2, and that's another miss for the Flyers. We'll bring it back up the court. 25 seconds left. Barber to the corner. Barber has time inside, trying to find Moonman. That's going to be picked off. So looks like Dayton will get the last shot here. Brea has it. Inside to Holmes, working on Boyle. The step back 2. He'll hit it with ease. 5 seconds left. Warrenberg brings it up the court. Pass it to Chad Barber. Barber drives, jump shot, and off the iron. So at the break, the Lopes lead by 9. Some great shooting here from GCU at the end. Some great offense, some great passing. And Lopes have kind of been in rhythm here. I mean, Dayton's been hanging around, but we're shooting 71% right now. By golly. Not going to lose a lot of games when you're shooting 71%. So we are spreading it around. We're making the 3 well. We're saying Cheeks is the star. I mean, he's halfway to a double-double. I don't know if we're keeping him in check, but Brea isn't killing us. It's been more Santos. So Lopes will start with the rock here tonight. Warrenberg, the leading scorer. Out to Scotland, out to Chad Barber. By himself, trying to find it inside. It's a turnover. Turnover is definitely going to be the downfall for the Lopes here. We lose one of these games. Very careless with those inside passes. To the corner, that's going to be a 3. It's off the back iron. We're going the other way. Boyle bringing it up the court. Out to Barber. Some motion. 2 men in the post. Barber doesn't like any of it. He switches dribble, pump fake twice. He has to pass it here. Not sure what he's doing, and that's going to go out of bounds. The Lopes will maintain possession, but 14 seconds on the shot clock here. Bit of a poor possession there from Chad. They'll give it right back to him. He'll go for the layup. It's blocked, but right to Beavers. Oh, the offensive rebound and the putback dunk from Chad Barber. So possession that was riddled with errors from Barber. He cleans it up and finds himself a dunk. Great work on the offensive glass. A one-on-one. Scotland brings it in, and they finally get through with a dunk. 42-33, Lopes looking to advance to the quarterfinals of the NIT. Evers, oh, a clean lane. That's going to be an easy bucket for Warrenberg. 44-33, you got to cover the paint. Inside, and that's another brick. Dayton just not shooting very well from the field here, and Barber's out of bounds. That's a turnover. Just the unforced errors here from the Lopes. Love that they didn't even contest him, though, inside. Here comes Dayton. Can they make a run? $10 minutes left. Oh, they find a way to get past Boyle there somehow, and he finishes it home. So back inside 10. Warrenberg now another drive inside. This time they square him up, and he finally misses one. But Warrenberg just keeps getting the free drive into the paint. He's going to finish that more often than not. All right, sling it to Brea outside, and they can't hit the three. Still a 9-point lead for the Lopes. Warrenberg yet again. He has options. Out to Chad Barber. Barber to Beavers. Beavers with the long three, and that can't finish it. So here comes Dayton, the number 2 seed. What can they do? A quick three at the top, and Santos sinks it. He's been so good for them. Their leading scorer. Lead is back down to 6. Lopes are starting to hold the ball a little bit, though. Barber now. Boyle, a deep three, and he can't hit it, but Scotland brings home the offensive rebound. The easy put-back dunk. Lead back to 8. But I'm not liking these shots, these deep threes. ISO now inside. That's knocked away by Husky Boyle. So turnover here. Can the Lopes capitalize? He feeds it inside. Oh, it's stripped, but right to Beavers, and every bounce going our way. We got block shots to Beavers, missed shots to put-back dunks. My goodness, so 10-point lead for the Lopes. Year 2 of the Dynasty. Deep three, and they'll hit that one. Dayton not going away, plenty of time. Down to 7. Boyle comes up, fakes the screen, pass to Barber. Whoa, weird pass back to Boyle, and he can't finish it. An interesting offensive strategy there. Right to the top of the key, deep three, and they hit it. So the three's starting to drop. It's a 4-point game. The Lopes got to lock in. You do not want to give them life. 4 points, 7.5 minutes. Game is heating up. 48-44. Boyle soloing inside. What a feed to Chad Barber, but he can't finish it. Come on, guys. Not like this. Please. I'm on my knees. 7 minutes. Come on, Lopes. 48-44. Inside. Great help there from Craig Scotland. It rattles off the rim. Here come the Lopes. Can they find a bucket? Haven't scored in a minute or so. Inside. And getting to the line is our boy. It is Deron Holmes. So he's currently on the Nuggets with a torn Achilles. Find his way on the Dayton Flyers here in this universe. All right, can Craig Scotland knock a couple down? We got the first time we've seen Shaquille Wildgoose today. Anjube is in. Clearly, Craig Scotland is a big part of our team this year. He dominated conference play. The Uncle Boozer's role next year. And there it is. He goes 2 for 2, and Big Fuck Chuck comes on in. Lead back to 6. Looks like we're playing a bit of a trap here. Full court press, it seems. They break right through it. He's going in. He pops for a 3, and he doesn't get it. Wildgoose now brings it back up, down to Warrenberg. Rylan Warrenberg in the ISO. Resets. Wildgoose. He'll pop a 3, and oh, what a shot. Warming the bench all night, comes in and hits a massive 3 to push it back to 9 here. Got 6 minutes left. Love to see it. A quick 2, and they'll get it. The mid-range is always going to be there. Warrenberg time halfway through the second half. Inside to Big Fuck Chuck working on Deron Holmes, and he nails him. Oh no. Big fuck Chuck, the 6'2 center, just domed an NBA player. Inside, oh, what a feed, and the dunk by Brea. He hasn't scored too much tonight, but still plenty of time. Leads only 7. Big fuck Chuck. Manju Moonman. Back to Warrenberg. Chuck for the 3. Oh, off the back iron. I thought he had a chance. Why am I believing in big fuck Chuck here? So 5 minutes, 20 seconds. And that's going to be a 3, and they hit it. Back to 5. Here come the Flyers. They'll call that a 2, I think, instead of a 3. So 5 minutes. Another 3 from Chuck. This time he swishes it. Big fuck Chuck, baby. He's had our last 5 points. Can he help us finish the job here? Just under 5 minutes left to send us to the quarterfinals. There's a missed shot. Well, Wild Goose brings it up. Manjube calling for it. Moonman. Oh, he's making some dribble moves. He gets a block, and what a finish from Wild Goose. The acrobatic athlete. Back to 10 go the Lopes. Can they finish the job? Inside. Great defense out wide. Ron Holmes with a absolute nuke in the corner. Never had a chance. 4 minutes left. Warrenberg, oh, he had him beat, but he feeds it out. Great passing, and they can't finish. But somehow, big fuck Chuck, he had the offensive rebound, but he couldn't finish. Oh, big fuck. I thought he had it. That was an incredible play. The heart from Mr. Chuck. And another mid-range shot. Increasingly likely they're not going to win with those type of shots. Wild Goose back to Chuck. The passing has just been superb here. And right as I say it, oh, he passed it to himself. Out wide, Warrenberg finishes it and 1. Oh, baby, we're getting every bounce here tonight. And Warrenberg kind of has a chance for a dagger as they are subbing all 5 starters out here. Oof. All right, Warrenberg to make it 11. Bang! So it looks like they might be giving up here. We'll see if these backups can do anything for Dayton. Just sitting in the corner, though, is not going to do you much. And then he turns it over. Eesh, bad look here for the bench of the Dayton Flyers. Manjube going inside and going to finish. He's blocked. So it's going the other way. An 11-point lead. Just under 3 minutes left. Dayton's going to have to make a push in quickly. Inside, another turnover for the Flyers. Warrenberg going the other way. He has a head of steam. He takes it himself, and he'll get to the line. Brady Ewell takes a foul. What a day for the Lopes. Warrenberg, 14 points on the night. He doesn't want his career to finish tonight. He wants to win some gold. Bang! Quick 2, and they'll get an and 1. All right, so don't count them out quite yet. We're checking out most of our starters here. Brady Ewell trying to make it a 10-point game here. He does. So 2.5 minutes left. Does Dayton have some magic in him? Wild Goose, the young man, trying to break the press here. Kind of getting dome shotted. There you go. Pass a wide open Moonman. Let him cook. We got Wild Goose inside. Finds Scotland for an easy slam. Almost turned it over, though. So back to 12. It's looking like GCU has this game won. So who will we face next? What a start to the NIT. Two very, very interesting games. Very different games. Dayton had a lot more offense than South Dakota State, but neither team has really been able to contain our offense. First game, we were just knocking down every shot. This one, the passing was a lot better. All right, they'll drive inside, go for the 2, and they can't finish it. All right, minute 40, the Lopes are feeling it. We're warming up the bus. Warm up the bus. Let's go, baby. A 3 from Chad Barber, just stat padding, of course. 15-point lead now for the Lopes. They'll take a 3 and they'll hit it. Finally, something dropping. Minute 14 left, Wild Goose. We are starting a point guard next year. And they'll start fouling here. I guess with the down 12, they'll start fouling. So minute 4 left now. Pass it into Chad Barber, and yep, they will just start fouling. So let's see if we can hit our free throws and go home. Brother, there's no way you're going to win this. Stop with the fouls. I think one more and it's 1-1. Well, Elvis is about to foul out for sure. Yep, the 1-1 here. Only one total missed shot tonight from Warrenburg. It was a contested layup. It's the first. Boozer checks in. Yes, sir. We get some Uncle Boozer action. And some Jamori Finkley action as well. And Slade Roden coming on in. All right, let the Lopes cook, I guess. And we're doing the full court press, of course. Uncle Boozer. Bang! They hit one. And they will start fouling. So Slade Roden to the line, the freshman. Supposed to be redshirted. And he misses it. Ay, ay, ay. You can't miss that, buddy. Now we gotta watch another full last timeout. Come on! Alright, so I think Wake was one of the teams we could have faced. Maybe Michigan State. There's no way though, right? Surely Michigan State's not this bad and in the NIT. Might be like Mississippi State or something. We'll see. We'll see after the game. So, Lopes, another dominant victory. Obviously, the NIT is not as awesome as the NCAA Tournament, but I'm glad we're making a run at least. It was a bit disappointing we didn't make the tournament. But it will be nice to make a run here as we're currently in the Sweet 16, so looking for the quarterfinals for the Elite 8. Oh, and that's blocked. A beautiful block by Jamori Finkley. Now Rex Beavers will take free throws. 81% on the year. Should be able to knock these down and get us out of here. Bang! Rex Beavers, baby. One shot now for the Lopes. Puts us up 13. There we go. 74 points here in round 2. You'll love to see it. We're very good at home. And oh, what a block from Slade Roden. They'll do it again. Another block. Now they're going to stop fouling. A great defensive possession there from Slade Roden. Warm up the bus. Uncle Boozer slinging around. Jamori Finkley now. Come on, take a shot. We'll turn it over here. Inside, and nice defense there from Boozer. So that will do it. 74-61 is your final here from GCU Arena. The Lopes win it. They will move on as we take down number 2 Dayton. I still don't understand the seeding here, but nevertheless, a nice win. Riley Warrenberg, 18 points, 5 assists. Great night for him. We kept the Dayton Stars in check. They really could never get in a rhythm. Ron Holmes didn't have much of a game. Easy as it gets, baby. Let's go. So the dream run continues. Warrenberg, 18 points. We'll just check the stats real quick. Point leader, Warrenberg, Barber, Scotland, and then, so not as crazy for us this week. That's okay. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a lot more spread out here. A lot of great shooting performances. Same thing with the 3-pointers. I know Husky Boy went 1 for 5, but worked out. So second half, we beat them by 4 points. First half, though, we beat them by 9. So both these games have been a much better first half team. The second half, the opponent has kind of stuck with us a little bit. So we got to keep that in mind here as we continue this tournament. So who will we face next? The number 4 or the number 6? The 6 beat the 3. The 4 beat the 5. Who do we play next? It will be the 6, and it is Michigan State. So another team that is pissed they're not in the tournament. They had to settle here for a 6 seed in the NIT. You know that's a pity bid, and they are making a run. So this is a very tough game here in the Elite 8, as I want to see who they knocked off here, if it will show us. Bradley. They dominated Bradley. And then did they dominate Wake? All right, a close win over Wake. So very interesting game coming up. GCU taking on Izzo and the Spartans with a right to face. Is this Samford? All right, so Furman made it to the finals last season. So the 1 and the 2 go down. It looks like Hofstra was a 1 seed. And was that Kentucky? No, Kent State. Okay. So a 1, a 6, a 2, and a 4. And on the other side here, is this Connecticut? All right, so Seton Hall, who was the number 1 team last season, or not the number 1 team, they won the NIT last season, go down to Connecticut. We have some heavy hitters in this NIT. My goodness. So Connecticut moves on. BC, so it's going to be Connecticut, and who's that? The Air Force was a 1 seed. And Air Force seems to have gone... Alright, stop with the... We'll go through the NCAA Tournament a different time. But who is this? Washington State. Okay, so we're down to some pretty much Connecticut, Washington State. And then in our side... GCU, Michigan State, and Samford, right? This is Samford? It is Samford. Alright, so next up, we've got Michigan State here in the quarterfinals. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.